Was it a sort of surreal feeling to be sitting there watching your team down 20-0 to Duke?
Yeah, you really can't do anything about it, but just try to encourage guys, and that's all I'm doing for.
Is there any sense, I mean, things are obviously going so well right now for you, is there any nerves or edge that, like, okay, one bad game, this could all fall apart? Do you guys have that?
Oh, no, not really. We just go from game to game, and we're trying to constantly, build a ladder and keep going forward, and just trying to be, the best that we can be every day.
Is this defense getting better? Because, I mean, statistically, you've played so well.
Oh, yeah, I think we're definitely getting better, as far as practice-wise and just going out there competing. And I think, everyone is pushing everyone, and I think that's the best aspect of the game.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Did the bye week come at the right time, or would you rather just kept playing?
Oh, no, it came at the right time. It took, a lot of people having nicks and pains, and different people trying to get over their injuries, and a lot of people just having, just little injury necks, you know what I'm saying? So I think it definitely came at the right time, and now we can just progress for the second half of the ACC run.
What about you? How are you feeling? Last year's injury, and then you played 7 straight games without a break.
Yeah, I mean, last year, like I said before, I felt kind of like a bum. I just felt like I couldn't do anything, it was rough walking, so I know it was hard to get out on the field and run. But this year, it's like a complete turnaround. I feel like I'm being blessed to even be able to and compete and play, with my teammates. And I think, it's a blessing from God.
Bumps and bruises and just get to the training room, just get some ice on it or anything to help it. So I mean, we took full advantage of the couple of days off, and we were in there. Even if just for a few minutes, we were in there.
Is that tough? Because I mean, you're in a deep group this year, so I mean, it seems like you kind of have to push through some things when you're in practice just to have enough guys to be out there to practice.
It might look like that, but we have a lot more depth. We have a lot of depth, and I mean, everybody's stepping up, and everybody wants to get better, and so it's a battle every week. And Coach Grimes pushes us as hard as he can, and it's great for the group. It gets us better every day.
Do you think you guys are healthier now than you have been in like 3 weeks, or or is there a certain time frame that you might have been more healthy than at some certain point?
I would say we're more healthy now. We just had a few practices last week, but they were big on one of our goals was to get everybody healthy, and that was huge, and just it was a really big focus on it. I feel like we're healthier now than we were during any part of the season other than the first game.
Obviously, the bye week is big for getting healthy. What about looking at film in the running game in your assignments? Do you feel like you had a progressive, a good week looking at that? I lost my train of thought.
We always focus on the things we need to, and last week was other than getting healthy. Last week was improving on any kind of weak point that we had, and just making steps in anything that we're doing well. And we were definitely in the film room, and it was a lot of film. Last week was a lot of film. It wasn't that many practices, but it was a lot of film time.
How many of you guys were actually hurt on the offensive line?
Man, I honestly don't know. There's a few people that I know won't say anything if they're hurt, and so I mean they'll play through it. And the only time that we want to say something is if we can't perform, and we know that we'll be hurting the team. And so I mean I was hurt. I was coming in and out of the games, but other than that, everybody might have been playing through stuff, but nobody really voiced it. Our motto is to be tough, and it's just big just to play through, because if we're playing football, it's a contact sport. Everybody gets hurt here and there, everybody gets bumps and bruises. As long as you take care of it every day in the training room, you can go out there and play your best.
Appreciate it. Game last year against Duke. What were you able to exploit last year against Duke, and are you seeing kind of the same things out of their defense this year?
We haven't really looked at their film a whole lot yet, but last year I was just able to pretty much use my speed, hit the holes, and use my speed, and the line created holes a lot last year, and I'm just looking forward to playing them again. So.
You've only played a few times this year, coming off that ankle injury. How much did the bye week help you?
Oh, it helped me a whole lot. I'm feeling real good, probably close to 100%. I say at least 95. And I'm feeling good. You know, my cuts, I got my burst back. I was able to run away from some guys today. I'm just feeling good.
What kind of practices did y'all have last week? Like, how physical were they compared to regular week practices?
But it was definitely physical. You know, with the receivers, they did a lot of perimeter blocking and just working on their blocking, and it was just a lot more physical, a lot more fast-paced than probably normal, and just working on things that we really need to work on.
Appreciate it. It's good to see you.
That this team needs to start running the football better. From an individual standpoint, I mean, where do you need to get better? You know, from the end of Pitt to right now, where have you been working on individually this past week and a half?
Well, I mean, just hitting the holes and seeing the holes and bursting through them, and just getting better with my vision and exploding. It's a lot of things that you got to take into consideration when you're as a running back, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong as a running back. So I mean, you basically just want to try to put all the things together and just get better, and hopefully that'll help the running game.
Do you feel like there's been sort of a fine line between you having a big game and you continuing to be frustrated? I mean, is it just, when you watch the film, is it just one small thing you could have done, or is it a lot of things?
I mean, it just all depends. I don't think it's a big difference from us running backs exploding and having a real big game and us doing what we've been doing. I think any game from now it can happen, and I think it's gonna happen really soon. So we're just patient and we're just working in practice, and hopefully it'll come.
Are there times when you're watching film and you go back and say, man, I really wish I had hit that hole instead of picking the hole that I did?
Sometimes, but I mean, hey, it's kind of hard to second guess yourself in the speed that you play. The defense, they come fast, and you got to make a decision fast. And sometimes you don't see the things you want to see, and you just got to deal with it. So I mean, it's a learning process. Just repping it in practice more and more, it just allows us to see it more and allows us to get better with it. So it'll carry over to the game.
Coming into the season, there's a lot of talk about what's going to be you and JC, and you guys are going to be on the show, and it's probably still the case, but how much do you need JC back healthy in this offense for it to click?
Oh, 100%. I feel all of the running backs, we feed off of each other. So, I mean, having us all out there, everyone has their role. So, everyone healthy and everyone being able to go anytime, any part of the game, I feel it's always a plus for our offense.
When you talk about what you guys looked at in the off week and now going to this week, Coach said simplifying the offense. What does that mean? Is it less motion, less? What kind of things are changing?
A little bit of everything. It's just kind of just making it easy for us, whether it's motion and running, passing, whatever it is. It's just making it easy for us and making it easier for him, and allowing Logan to be a better player. So hopefully it'll work and we'll go out there this week and we'll make some things happen on the offensive side.
Is it frustrating?